If I'd been given responsibility for making Brexit happen, it would have been very different.
But that's an easy get-out. That's a bit like where you are now in Reform, where you're saying, I'm not in charge.
In 2019, and there's a trap here, you see. You're on benefits, you go back to work, you work more than 16 hours a week, the tax kicks in, you may as well stay on benefits. There is a terrible... A migrant a minute comes to Britain. In fact, it's actually more than that. But in simple terms, a migrant a minute comes. We have never...
How many migrants are you saying come to Britain?
Well, 2.5 million have come to Britain over the course of the last 2 years.
It's the clash that everyone's talking about. Nigel Farage has once again stunned a live audience by leaving a BBC host completely speechless during a heated debate. Was it his scathing critique of immigration policies, his sharp jabs at the economy, or something else entirely?
In fact, 1 in 30 people on the streets of Britain today has come in the last 2 years.
Now that figure, I will say,
which is extraordinary.
That figure, we have fact-checked that figure, and that figure takes a look at the people who are coming in and hasn't accounted for the people who have left.
A migrant a minute is net, but the gross figure is 2.5 million people. Here's the thing. Half of those that have come aren't coming to work. They're coming as dependents.
Where did you get that figure?
52% that have come as dependents.
Stay tuned, because this moment was nothing short of explosive, and it's got everyone talking. The fireworks began during a live discussion on Britain's most pressing issues, immigration, the economy, and the role of media accountability. Farage, as always, came prepared with a no-holds-barred attitude, and the host wasn't ready for what came next. The British public has had enough of being lied to, by politicians, by the media, and by everyone who pretends the system is working when it's clearly broken, Farage said, setting the tone for a fiery debate. The BBC host tried to challenge Farage, accusing him of exaggerating issues and promoting division. But Farage was having none of it. Farage wasted no time, launching a scathing critique of the government's immigration policies, calling them a complete failure. He accused the political establishment of allowing chaos at the borders and putting British taxpayers on the hook for what he called mismanagement on a grand scale. We have illegal immigrants coming in by the boatload while hardworking Britons can't afford to heat their homes. And what's the government doing? Turning a blind eye, and the media's letting them get away with it. Farage didn't stop there. He also slammed the BBC itself, accusing the network of ignoring the real struggles of ordinary people in favor of promoting political agendas. You're supposed to inform the public, not protect the establishment. But when was the last time you held anyone in power truly accountable? The defining moment came when the host attempted to counter Farage's remarks by defending the government's efforts. Farage's response, a blistering takedown that left the entire studio in stunned silence. If this is the best defense you've got, it's no wonder people don't trust the BBC anymore. You're not reporting the truth, you're protecting a broken system. For a full 10 seconds, the host was visibly at a loss for words, a rare sight on live television. This wasn't just another TV spat, it was a confrontation that touched on issues at the heart of Britain's current crisis. Immigration, cost of living, and media trust are all at the forefront of public concern. A recent survey shows that trust in traditional media is at an all-time low, with many Britons feeling their voices are ignored. Farage's critiques may be controversial, but they clearly resonate with a frustrated public. Of course, critics argue that Farage's rhetoric often oversimplifies complex issues, accusing him of prioritizing soundbites over solutions. But his ability to tap into public sentiment remains undeniable.